The coronavirus pandemic unleashed widespread impact on health, jobs, and the economy. How do we respond with speed and flexibility while ensuring people's health and safety? With development projects delayed, how do we regain momentum and maintain the quality of our outcomes? Join the conversation on rising to the challenge of COVID-19 and beyond at the Virtual Forum on Successful Project Design and Implementation. As we navigate the new normal, we learn from stories of experience from project frontliners. Connect with project implementers in member countries, ADB staff, and the development community. Talk with leading subject matter experts, ADB officials, and project operation teams. Be part of Rise Beyond COVID for an inclusive, resilient, and sustainable Asia and the Pacific on November 10 to 12 at successfulprojects.adb.org.
Good morning and welcome everyone to the forum today. In order to rise to the many challenges the world is facing, we need this forum to bring different perspectives to the table. We need real discussions and exchange of ideas if we're to rise to the challenge of COVID-19 and beyond. And with that, let me welcome our Director General of the Procurement, Portfolio and Financial Management Department, Ms. Riza Tang. Thank you.
Distinguished participants, welcome to the 6th Forum on Successful Project Design and Implementation, organized by the Procurement, Portfolio and Financial Management Department of the Asian Development Bank. Recognizing we are in the middle of a crisis, we still went ahead with this forum to grasp this knowledge-sharing opportunity. I'm pleased to inform you that we have over 400 participants today, the largest guest number since the first forum from 2013. Unlike prior forums, which gathered only government representatives, this forum will also have guests from the private sector, donor community, and civil society connected from around the world. Before speaking today, I asked myself a question. How has our capacity building program helped us navigate the pandemic? I do not think there is a single institution that can claim outright success. This pandemic delayed, if not halted, our operations in some of our developing member countries. But here is what I can say. The way forward for delivering goods and services to work through the pandemic and our recovery from it will be revealed during this forum. We will be discussing the following topics in this forum: adapting to the new normal with sustainable and resilient projects, safeguarding public funds to ensure spends for the intended purpose, prioritizing the health and safety of our project stakeholders, achieving value for money through procurement, and good practices and the lessons learned from project frontliners. Project implementation is a continuous process, and it involves you, us, and our key stakeholders throughout the course of development investment operations. Let me stress that planning for implementation begins at project preparation and not after the project has been approved. Sound planning will lead to sound results. It is crucial to remain vigilant and focused during project implementation to ensure that the project achieves its intended development outcome. The project management unit and ADB project mission leaders must always be alert and proactive to identify and manage the challenges and issues which occur during implementation. Let me close by thanking all of you for your commitment to this forum. Together, as development partners, we must be willing to continually strengthen our implementation capacity and support in the interest of project beneficiaries. Please stay safe and healthy. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Director General Teng, for sharing your opening remarks. And now let us hear from ADB President Asakawa. Thank you.
Good day to you, officials and project frontliners of our ADB members, colleagues in ADB, and members of the development community. Welcome to this virtual forum on successful project design and implementation. While I hope to meet in person when it is safe to do so, I'm glad that you have joined us online to exchange ideas and experiences that will improve our project design and implementation, especially during the challenges we face because of the pandemic. The COVID-19 pandemic has deeply affected public health, livelihood, and the economies where we operate. At the same time, the crisis offers us opportunities to reaffirm our commitment to support our developing members, improve the quality of life of their populations, and strengthen our unified action. Let me outline how ADB has been supporting our developing members during the pandemic. As many of you know, ADB launched a $20 billion comprehensive response package in April, which consists of the following three pillars of support. The first pillar focuses on helping to meet the immediate needs created by health crisis through quick disbursing grants to our developing member economies. This assistance is enabling governments to acquire critical medical equipment and supplies. The second pillar focuses on providing fast disbursing counter-cyclical funding to support strained government budgets. So far, we have committed $8.3 billion to 19 of ADB's developing member countries to help fund emergency programs and recovery efforts. The third pillar directs support to the private sector. Some $1.7 billion is helping to rejuvenate trade and supply chains and to provide enhanced microfinance and guarantees for liquidity-starved businesses, including those run by female entrepreneurs. The total commitment we made is about $12.5 billion to date out of $20 billion package. Working closely with development partners, we have also mobilized an additional $8 billion in co-financing. Let me turn now to the crucial role of project implementation, which ensures that our planned commitments are effectively put into action. As you know, project implementation is never easy, as projects can be ambitious, complex, and diverse. A strong capacity of project management unit and ownership of the government are the necessary drivers of quality, effectiveness, timeliness, and efficiency in meeting other development objectives. Because of the pandemic, our operations face new and significant challenges, such as lockdowns and community quarantines that limit the movement of people and operation of services. As a result, project management units can no longer operate in business as usual environment. I fully understand the difficulties that executing and implementing agencies, development partners, and ADB staff face in their roles as project implementers. But please rest assured that executing and implementing agencies have our full support and commitment as ADB works with each of you to enhance the quality and speed of project implementation. At the same time, please ensure that your inputs meet the highest standards, because ADB cannot accomplish our project objectives without full effort from everyone. To be specific, let me suggest 3 short-term measures that I believe will be relevant for ongoing projects, especially during the extraordinary circumstances created by the COVID-19 crisis. First, let us identify issues affecting problematic projects by carefully assessing whether or not the problem has been caused by the pandemic. This careful review will enable us to undertake the most relevant mid-course restructuring when needed. Second, when presented with potential loan savings, please initiate their cancellation as early as possible so that we can repurpose the savings for COVID-19 related interventions. And third, let us strengthen our communication by making full use of a virtual project team meetings and review missions so that we can collectively monitor project implementation as closely as possible in spite of the ongoing travel restrictions. In addition to taking action to grapple with these immediate issues, we should also ask ourselves how we can address longer-term issues, that is, strengthening capacity for project implementation. Let me emphasize that project implementation capacity is a key to deliver development impact. Staff of both ADB and project implementation agencies have to enhance project implementation capacity through effective and sustained collaboration. Let me offer 3 suggestions in this regard. My first suggestion focuses on enhancing the quality of project design and project readiness, which is always so critical to reduce startup delays. I suggest that you tap into ADB's project readiness financing modality and the small expenditure financing facility to support project preparation and design activities in a faster and more responsive manner. Second, we should direct our focus further on Strategy 2030, specifically Operational Priority 6, on strengthening governance and institutional capacity to improve public service delivery. For example, ADB will work with developing members to promote the use of e-procurement system and robust financial management throughout the project cycle, and to prioritize capacity building and knowledge work in countries where project implementation and service delivery can be further strengthened. As for my third suggestion, I strongly urge you to capitalize on the opportunities that technology can offer. Please find ways to take advantage of the increasing opportunities to use new technologies in your work, such as through artificial intelligence, big data, robotics, satellites, and cloud-based systems, which can have a positive impact on project outcomes. For example, in Nauru, a drone is flown over the new Deepwater Port project site to provide remote monitoring through images that are captured and fed into a 3D model. The data can then be used to track deliverables and outcomes, and to identify gaps and potential risks. Furthermore, let me emphasize that we will continue to enhance the One ADB approach for strengthening project implementation capacity. This forum is one such example of the One ADB approach to capacity building, as we promote even closer collaboration with regional and non-regional departments and resident missions by leveraging our diverse expertise, best practices, and lessons learned during project implementation. So, please take advantage of this event and embrace it as an opportunity to work together on difficult but necessary questions in project management and implementation. Let us ask, for example, questions such as, What are the guiding principles to make our investments deliver their intended development outcomes on the ground? How does due diligence help us make informed decisions and manage project risks? Where is the value for money? How can we make the government's ownership of the project even stronger in order to accelerate the achievement of development goals? I will follow with keen interest the smart new directions that you take project design and implementation beyond COVID-19, because solid project management and quality implementation are indispensable to enable countries to be back on track to the path toward achieving sustainable development goals. I hope that this forum can provide you with lessons and renewed commitment to help build a more prosperous, inclusive, resilient, and sustainable region after COVID-19. Let us work more closely than ever before to make this possible. Thank you, and please stay safe.
Thank you very much, President Asagawa. And now let us start off the forum with the first session on adapting to the new normal. Thank you.
Now on its 6th year, the Forum on Successful Project Design and Implementation is happening fully virtual this year. Government representatives are connected online from various parts of Asia and the Pacific. ADB staff and participants from the development community are also online. Organized by ADB's Procurement, Portfolio, and Financial Management Department, the Forum seeks to enhance the institutional capacity of executing and implementing agencies in developing member countries. In this forum, we want to broaden our knowledge and improve our approaches in project design and implementation. We learn the guidelines for mitigating project risks during the COVID pandemic. And we also discuss approaches in rebuilding project momentum. The experience of frontliners and cases from the field broaden our options for operating under the new normal. Most important, we learn together and learn from each other in rising to the challenge of COVID-19 and beyond. Post your thoughts in social media. Use the hashtags #RiseBeyondCovid, ADBOps. Learn from experts and people in field. Ask questions, share views, and join the game. Finally, meet new friends and connect with counterparts in other countries. Stay safe and stay engaged at successfulprojects.adb.org.